General store. It's a convenience store and a whole lot more. You got a Casey's General Store just right around the corner from you, I promise you. They're in all the little towns, seems like, and there's several locations right here in Springfield. Go by Casey's General Stores for pizza, sub sandwiches, some great sub sandwiches, all your convenience store items. Casey's General Stores right here in Springfield, Missouri. All right, behind the wheel of the number 5 car, that is Riley Sharp. Riley Sharp behind the wheel of number 5. Jordan Goddard in the number 53. Chad Donaldson in the number 22. Steve Moore in the number 67. And in the 156, that is Dakota Laggard. And the number 27, Trent Robinson. Scott Campbell in the number 83. And in the number 35, John Lankton. If you was here with us last Saturday night, John Lankton started dead last. The car was not very good at all in the heat races. But by the time the night was over, he was probably the fastest car on the track, but ran out of time. Went from last to second place. Here we go, green flag coming out. Here they come, start-finish line. Goddard's going to lead lap number 1. Sharp right there on the inside. They're going to think 3 wide down this backstretch. They're going to turn number 3. Donaldson shoots the middle. He goes to the lead. He's almost got it sideways, coming off 4. Goddard holds on to second. Riley Sharp running in third. Dakota Laggard up to the top side now, looking for that number 3 spot as they race their way into turn number 3. Door to door they come off of turn number 4. Donaldson out in front. Lankton bottled up back there in the back. He cannot make his way around those cars. He's got some good cars right ahead of him. Campbell also trying to make his way as we got a spinner. The number 27 goes around. And he looks like he is going to actually stop on the racetrack there. And so that's going to bring us under caution. The number 27 car, Trent Robinson, spins over there and turns right there in the middle of 3 and 4. Ah, boy, how about that, folks? How about that 3 wide racing from your Midwest Modifieds? And it's going to be the number 22 car of Donaldson, your leader. I was over in the pits a little bit earlier, ran into Rick Sharp over there. Hadn't seen old Rick Sharp in forever. And he told me that Riley was going to be driving that number 5 car, his son. Haven't seen that young man in a long time as well. Good to see him out here at the racetrack. Green flag coming out. We're back under green. Once again, Donaldson off to a good start in that number 22 car. Here comes Campbell. He's on the bottom side of Sharp as they come off of turn number 4. Dusty Campbell picks up the number 4 spot. He's looking for more as he goes into turn number 1. Car pushing up just a little bit. Now they're almost 3 wide. Lankton backing out. Here they come to turn number 3. Throw a blanket over those cars running 3, 4, 5, and 6. Campbell on the bottom, Goddard on the top. Here comes Lankton, Sharp door to door. Off of turn number 4, Donaldson, your leader, 2 laps to go. 27 car, sideways again. This time he reels it back in. Meanwhile, that battle right there for third is heating up one more time. White flag's coming out, only one more lap to go. keep your eye on this battle for the number 3 spot. Lankton working on Campbell for that number 3 spot as they go into turn number 2. Down the backstretch, Lankton will take a peek down to the bottom. Here comes Donaldson to the checkered flag. Laggard will get the number 2 spot. It's going to be Lankton getting the number 3 spot. Campbell finishing up in 4th. Wow, what a battle back there for 3, 4, 5, and 6 position. Donaldson pretty much had the field covered, that number 22. Here we go, heat race number 2. Casey's General Stores, Midwest Modifieds. And on the front row, he is your points champion, the number 81, Elisha Keeper. On the bottom side, in that 003 is James Lee. Right behind him is going to be the number 7H, Mark Simon. Mark Simon doing double duty today. He'll be behind the wheel of the 23 late model, and right now behind the wheel of the 7H Midwest Modified. On his outside, the number 51 of Ken Walker. In the number 74, that is going to be Kyle Bates. Kyle Bates in the number 74. I believe that is Richard Johnson in the number 25. And on his outside, the number 9 of Jerad McIntire. Here we go. Green flag getting ready to come out. Off turn number 4. Now on the backstretch, first time in it, turns number 3 and 4. Mark Simon a little sideways as they come through the corner. He brings it back in. It's going to be Lee leading lap number 1. Here comes Mark Simon through the middle. He'll slide it up in front of Elisha Keeper. Keeper now taking it back to the middle. Here they come down turn 3 and 4. A little bit of contact between Bates and Keeper. And then contact with Mark Simon. He puts it on his top. And they say the driver is just fine. There he is. Put your hands together for him, Mark Simon. He's probably figuring out how he can get that thing fixed. You know, Mark, I tell you what, he is some kind of competitor. It just dug in. It just hit him. Something broke. All right, here we go. Looks like we're going to get a green flag this time. Lee is going to be your leader. Bates in the number 2 spot. And looks like Elisha Keeper going back to the pits as well, number 81. So tough break for Elisha Keeper, your points champion. And problems for the number 9 car, Jerad McIntire. McIntire up in smoke up there in turn number 4. He's going to get that car to the infield. And good move there on the number 9. Here they come off of turn number 4. Battle heating up for the lead. Bates right there on Lee, but he has the lead right now. James Lee looking good. That 003. Two laps to go for James Lee in the 003. Working through turns number 3 and 4. White flag coming out. One more lap to go for James Lee. Walker in the number 3 spot. Johnson rounds out your top 4. Turn number 4, here he comes. Checkered flag, James Lee in the 003. Kyle Bates will finish in the number 2 spot. Walker will finish up in 3rd. Heat race number 2 in the books. Here we go. Heat race number 3. Midwest Modifieds. Darren Burt in the number 12. Shawn Carlberg in the number 15. Tim Petty in the number 228. Jonathon Dean in the number 7 in the number 34. Andy Aust. And your feature winner from a week ago on Saturday night. In the number 24, he's back for more. That is Carter Brownsburger. I believe they said he might be 14 years old. Picked up the win last week, and right there, bringing up the last spot, Ian Morisset, the number 38. Morisset had a pretty good run early in the night, but had some trouble later on in the night that kind of hurt his chances for winning. But here we go, green flag coming out. Ian Morisset nearly picked up a big race here not too long ago here at the Springfield Raceway. Come up just a little bit short. Here we come off of turn number 4, lap number 1. And it's going to be Shawn Carlberg, your early leader. Meanwhile, Morisset started last. He's already up to the number 4 spot. Brownsburger rounds out your top 5 as they come off of turn number 4. Carlberg and Petty battling it out for the lead. Petty down to the bottom, Carlberg up high. It's going to be Petty with the lead as they go down the backstretch. Through turns number 3 and 4. Your new leader, Tim Petty, the 228. Everybody getting sorted out now as they work down the backstretch. Brownsburger now into the number 4 spot. Jonathon Dean rounds out your top 5. Morisset up to the number 3 spot. Carlberg 2nd. Your leader, Tim Petty in the 228. Problems for the number 34, Andy Aust. Andy Aust down on the bottom side of turns 1 and 2. Andy Aust getting that car going in the right direction over there. Looks like our lineup may be good right now. It's going to be Petty, Carlberg, and Morisset, your top 3 cars. We're getting a green flag right here. We need to get them bunched up. Here they go. Green flag back out one more time. Into turn number 3. Here they come. They're still on the bottom there. Now the 15 of Carlberg jumps up to the top, but that's going to lose a spot for him. Ian Morisset picking up the number 2 spot as Carlberg goes back to the number 3 spot. Aust still having problems in the number 34. Looks like he'll take that car to the pits as they come off of turn number 4. Brownsburger now working on the 15 of Carlberg for the number 3 spot. Off turn number 4, white flag, it's out. 4 of the 228. Tim Petty. Stretching out that lead as he comes off of turn number 4. Tim Petty, your winners. Morisset in the number 2 spot. Carlberg third. Brownsburger rounds out your top 4. All right, Jerry Hoff.